A black girl in her braids. A black girl in her braids. Can't tell her nothing, and you can't. Not at all. I just came to show off my medium necklace done by my bestie, Alexis. Styles by Lex. If you're in Eastern North Carolina, you need to book my girl. But yeah, really, this is a quick snippet before I share the products that I bought recently for my hair. As a PCOS girl, I be struggling. I don't even know the formula to tackle my scalp and my hair issues. That's gonna have to be a whole nother video talking about PCOS and one of the symptoms of hair loss. I am trying to nurture my hair back to health, and I plan on doing that with the BASK and Lather brand. So this is one of the ingredients that I've been using, or products that I've been using, which is a hydrating mist. It's for itchy scalp relief, detangling spray, protective style, and curl refresher. So I went with this brand because I love how natural the products are. This particular one has purified water, aloe vera, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, rosemary, lavender, lemongrass, and glycerin. So I feel like, no parabens, silicone, or dyes. So I feel like, and it's alcohol free. So I feel like I cannot wait to see how I like these products and what they'll do for strengthening my hair. And I'm gonna keep y'all updated as I become more knowledgeable about if I like the products for my hair. I also got some oil, actually you're gonna see it in the video. Let's go. Oh, I just love getting packages, so y'all come and help me unbox this. This is the BASK and Lather brand hair products that I was telling you about in the first clip. I happened to use these products at my friend Melissa's house, and I was like, ooh, I need to order these and see what it's about. So the first product is the hair elixir, which can be used as a pre-poo, heat protectant, or hot oil treatment. And then the second one is the hydrating mist, which I told y'all about in the first clip. The scalp and hair balm is just relieving dry scalp, locks in moisture, and helps to reduce shedding and breakage. And then the last product was a scalp stimulator. So I can't wait to use these products and then kind of give like a better review. Hey DMW gang, I'm in a new location today because I'm not even gonna get into why, but yeah, we sitting in the living room today. This is gonna be a little short video, kind of in continuation of the mental health talk that I was having in the last video. If you have not watched it, go and watch that one and then come back. They're not necessarily about the same thing, but just kind of a continuation of a mental health talk that I want to get more into doing. So it is Sunday, August the 14th I believe. I'm not even about to go check and see if I'm right, but I believe it's August 14th. And this upcoming week is a super big week for me because, as I mentioned in a couple vlogs back, I am going back to school for the Masters of Social Work program at the illustrious North Carolina Central University. So yes, I'm super excited to be an Eagle once again. And I know that this time around is just much different because I am in a way different space in my life than I was beforehand. So I am nervous. I'm nervous and I'm excited. But I'm going to bring you guys along on this journey with me. And fingers crossed that we see it all the way through to the end. So quickly, I just kind of wanted to talk about this book that I've been reading recently, called Set Boundaries, Find Peace, A Guide to Reclaiming Yourself, by Nidra Tawwab. I don't want to mispronounce her last name, but by Nidra Glover T. That's the author. And she is a Black woman who is a licensed counselor. This book, I recommended to a friend actually when she was going through some things at one point in time. And I had started the book, but I didn't finish it myself. So this past week, I decided that I wanted to read the book myself. And I will say that, baby, you want to talk about gathering and getting my life. This book has like brought so much to my attention in a short amount of time. And I pretty much first wanted to start off by saying what I'm learning at this big age is that boundaries will set you free. Like learning how to accept other people's boundaries, learning how to enforce your own will just like make your life so much better. So I wanted to kind of like read a couple things that I thought were pretty important in this book and just share it with you guys. So the first thing, or like in the very beginning, the introduction, there was some bullet points about signs that you need to set boundaries. And if you fall into this category, then you need to listen to this video. So the first one was, you feel overwhelmed, you feel resentment towards people for asking for help, you avoid phone calls and interactions with people you think might ask for something, you make comments about helping people and get nothing in return, you feel burned out, you frequently daydream about dropping everything and disappearing, you have no time for yourself. If that's you, then baby, you need to work on your boundaries. You need to learn how to enforce your boundaries. You need to learn how to create boundaries. And like, if you are a person that struggle with any of those bullet points, I would highly suggest that you look into this book, purchasing it off of Amazon or wherever you can find it. I'll leave the name and a link for the book in the description of this video. But yes, right in the very beginning of the book, I said, yo, that's crazy, because like almost all those bullet points apply to me. And with my therapist recently, I'm discovering how I think that I have issues accepting other people's boundaries. Only because at one point in time, I feel like someone broke a big boundary of mine. So just like being a survivor of trauma, it gives you this like feeling of, what is the word that I can use? Like when someone takes something from you, it offsets your brain chemistry because someone like violated you. So when it comes to accepting other people's boundaries, you may struggle because you're like, how do I put other people before myself, you know, when I've experienced something very traumatic. So one of the other things that it said in the book was reasons people don't respect your boundaries. The bullet points were, you don't take yourself serious, you don't hold people accountable, you apologize for setting boundaries, you allow too much flexibility, you speak in uncertain terms, you haven't verbalized your boundaries because they're all in your head, you assume that stating your boundaries once is enough, and you assume that people will figure out what they want and need based on how you act when they violate a boundary. And then the little quote on the side says, clarity saves relationships. And I'm just really walking into a space where I want to exude like clarity in terms of my life and what I need, what I want from others. I'm learning how challenging that is as a 29-year-old. Like even as a 29-year-old, you think that you're so grown, that you have everything figured out. And it's like, the truth is, because we are a generation that are like working to correct our wrongs or just like really address our mental health, there's a lot of things that we have to kind of like debunk and figure out how to do it in a more efficient way. And so I just feel like learning how to be clear over what it is that you need from others just creates so much more peace in your life. And then the last little tidbit that I'll share at this time is that self-care, the root of self-care is setting boundaries. Like that is completely saying yes to your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And I just want us to all practice this and like exercise this every day. Especially because I'm walking into a season where I will have to have firm boundaries and kind of just like live my life in a very like strict schedule in order for me to succeed in school. And for me, as a former people pleaser, it feels hard. Like, it already feels hard to do because I know that I'm gonna have to tell a lot of people no. Like, no, I can't do this. No, I can't do that. I need to study. I need to write this paper. I need to go to sleep. Like, that feels like it's gonna be one of the biggest challenges, but at the same time, I feel very supported, just by like my friends, family, and employer, that I could really do this. So I think it's more so about just understanding the ways that I overthink when it comes to setting boundaries, and then just clearly like live in the moment of setting these boundaries and reaching out to people when I need support, and just kind of like informing my support system of what it is that I need during this time, because it's gonna be a challenge. And yeah, like I said, I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. But that's just like my quick little spill on what I wanted to share about boundaries today. If this conversation sparks your interest, please consider sharing and subscribing to my channel. I think that during the rest of this month, I am still gonna find different topics to talk about in regards to mental health, because it is something I'm very passionate about. And like, this is my real life. Like, you guys are getting front row seats of what goes on in my brain on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And I'm excited to share that with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of the vlog, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.